Hi, everybody, and good afternoon. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the Fall 2021 Peoria Showcase for Project Cities. We're so glad that you could come along and join us in celebrating everybody's hard work over the course of the semester. To start off today, we want to issue a statement of commitment to our local and Arizona tribal partner communities. A starting point for this commitment is through a land acknowledgement. However, it is through our actions this commitment has meaning. And so on behalf of Arizona State University and the Sustainable Cities Network, we'd like to acknowledge the 22 Native nations that have inhabited this land for centuries. Arizona State University's 4 campuses are located in the Salt River Valley on ancestral territories of many indigenous peoples, including the Akimel, O'odham or Pima, and Peepash or Maricopa Indian communities, whose care and keeping of these lands allows us to be here today. ASU acknowledges the sovereignty of these nations and seeks to foster an environment of success and possibility for Native American students and patrons. We are advocates for the incorporation of Indigenous knowledge systems and research methodologies within contemporary research practices. ASU welcomes members of these tribes and all Native nations to the university. So with that, I am Ann Richmond. I'm Director of Project Cities and the Sustainable Cities Network. It's my pleasure to MC our Fall Showcase, which is kind of the culminating experience for all the classes involved with Project Cities this year. If you're not familiar with the Sustainable Cities Network, we're a peer-to-peer network for sustainability practitioners for Arizona communities, cities, towns, tribal communities, and counties. And so we're very excited when we get the opportunity to highlight local issues and challenges. We're very excited to work with the city of Peoria. This is our 3rd partnership year, and we've been building on many centralized themes when it comes to various topics. And so today you'll see some of the hard work from the students and the classes that to help the city with a lot of their challenges. And so with the Sustainable Cities Network, Project Cities is one of our signature programs, which started in 2017. We have literally, I think, involved over 1,000 students in the program so far, which is tremendous. And we have some very talented ASU faculty that work with the students on the city-related projects. So we're very excited to highlight that work. And we want to extend, of course, our gratitude to our colleagues with the city of Peoria, and in particular, our Project Cities liaison, Sharon Roberson. Sharon serves in the coordinator role at the city of Peoria on the partnership side. And certainly this semester, she was incredibly helpful with all the different classes and projects. So Sharon, thank you so much for your leadership with that. We are also fortunate to work with about 10 other members of the City of Peoria staff team this semester. These are project leads that work directly with the faculty and students to help investigate the city's proposed challenges. And you'll be introduced and meet those during the Q&A for each of the city projects. And we also want to recognize the executive leadership team and elected officials who have supported this partnership role over the last 3 years. And I have the pleasure of introducing Peoria City Manager Jeff Tyne, who has been a wonderful advocate for the Project Cities partnership. And so Jeff, I'd like to give you the floor so that you can provide some introductory remarks.
Well, thank you very much, and I really appreciate it. You can see, obviously, I'm not in the workplace right now, but I at least knew to wear Sun Devil Maroon to make it work for us here. But just a couple quick comments, because there's so much to go through today and so much impressive stuff. I first off want to say, I really hope this was fun for you. I know how hard all of you worked, and you can see that in the work product that all of you put into this. And as someone said right before the meeting started, there's even mathematical equations in this thing. You all really had to put a lot into this, but know that while sometimes you don't see the fruits of your effort, this is going to be different. And that's one of the great things that I think you'll find out is the work products that you're putting forward, they matter to us out here at the city of Peoria, because they go back to not only the folks you see here, but to other subject matter experts within our staffs and then our consultants that we work with. They go to advocates in the community. And importantly, as Ann had mentioned, they go to our elected officials who love to read these. It's kind of funny is I can't tell you how often a certain council member that comes to mind that always is wanting to know if the new books are here and can I get extra copies to give to the constituents. That's what you're wanting to hear. And that's the essence, I think, of what is the opportunity that the Project Cities program gives to all of us. Some things that we need to do. First off, I'm going to give it overall to Arizona State University and to the Sustainable Cities program and to Ann specifically, because what I think all of us will find when we leave the confines of Tempe and downtown and our campuses at ASU, it's only then that you recognize how much Arizona State really walks the walk when it comes to really making sure that we are resilient and sustainable in our focus. They constantly are stewards, and this is a great example of how they go about doing that. But I also think that really comes through your faculty and through the professors, all of you that really had them as stewards that make sure that you're inspired and knowledgeable enough to put this forward in the public light like this. I do want to thank our Peoria team and staff. Of course, Sharon Roberson did a wonderful job in coordinating this. And of course, I see Jay Davies is on there, Chris Hawkes, Cody, it's great to see you and putting yourself out, John Sefton, folks that just get inspired by this work. And so I really appreciate that you are making this a specific reality. But most importantly, I want to thank the students who didn't know what they're getting into necessarily, that are putting something that really matters to our community. So just with that, I know there's a lot of other presentations and speakers I'll pass on, but thanks again for everything.
Thanks so much, Jeff. You know, there are a lot of moving parts for sure when it comes to this particular program. Really appreciate your support. I was going to say, Sharon, do you have anything you'd like to add to the introductory remarks before we get started?
Just to add my thanks to you and your staff and the faculty and the students and everybody from the city of Peoria who has agreed to work in partnership to develop these projects and see them to fruition. We've just got some great ideas and new thoughts and strategies that come out of this, and some things that we're starting to implement from past projects. So just excited to see what the students have come up with this time.
Great, thank you. And it's so wonderful to see so many of your staff online watching today. So thank you for taking the time. And a quick thank you to kind of our Sustainable Cities Network and Project Cities program team that's going to be working behind the scenes. We've got Allison Almond and Lindsay Sikorsky, which many of you have been communicating with in various shapes and forms over the semester, perhaps. And then also Matt Schultz, who is our IT professional